Hi. So, this video is called How to Not Care What Others Think of You. Of course, we do care what others think of us. To some degree, that's important because we live in a society where it's important to, like, not run naked on the street. Like, it's important to get dressed, to be clean, to look good for your self esteem, and all of that. So these things are important because it's a game we play. But there is a point in our lives when other people's opinions of us really take a toll of our lives and end up making problems because they make us not feel good within ourselves. And not feeling good within ourselves is a problem because we are actually supposed to always feel good, or try to not always feel good, because we can't always feel good, but to aspire to feel good as much of the time as possible. That is by asking yourself the question, how can I feel better right now, and doing what comes to mind, and doing that a lot, like doing that as much as you can throughout the day, and that can really help. And yes, you will find resistance from within yourself that will appear into your external reality as people coming to you and telling you you can't do that, or this is not okay. But these are just reflections of you. These appear because they are part of your subconscious, and your subconscious is reflected in your reality. So back to the question, how to not care what people think. Well, what could they think of you? That you're stupid, that you're embarrassing, that you're ugly, that you're dumb, that you're not enough, that you're unworthy. What could they think of you? And if you accepted all those things about yourself, like if you said right now, like, I'm stupid and I'm willing for people to see that I'm stupid, I'm gonna roll on the floor and let them see how stupid and crazy and retarded I am. Let them see how unworthy I am. Let them see how dumb I am. Let them see how ugly I am. Yeah, I'm just gonna make faces and let everybody see how fucking ugly I am and my soul is. I'm just gonna be dark and let people see how dark I am. So, what I mean is, first, accepting within yourself those things that you think other people would think of you. Like saying, yes, I am those things. And then, after accepting them, just replace them with more positive things because you've already accepted them. So now, whatever they say, you've already said it to yourself. So it doesn't really matter anymore what they think because you said it to yourself, right? So it's important to go in the deep dark hole of our own beliefs about ourselves and just accept them. Accept how we think. The things that we think about ourselves are reflected in other people's opinion of us. So if we unconsciously believe that we are not good enough or we are not worthy of certain things, those things will not appear in our lives, or there will be reflections that will just show us more of that belief being true. But as long as we don't believe these things anymore, these reflections won't appear anymore. So that's my advice. That's what I did. Another thing I did was I kept imagining myself on a stage and all those people were looking at me, and I just worked in my imagination. When what I did was I showed them physically what I didn't want them to see about me. And that can literally be like showing your butt naked, or screaming in your imagination, or showing your tongue. And the more you expose yourself to that, like the more you expose yourself to, like, people seeing you at your most vulnerable, at your most ugliest, at your most um vulnerable, just at your most, like, whatever you don't want them to see, just show them and work in your imagination and do that repeatedly. And you will see that as time passes, you won't care as much what people think of you because they've already seen you. And don't underestimate the power of imagination, because imagination is literally like life is made out of imagination. I am imagination, everything is imagination. We are consciousness, and everything that we're experiencing is actually appearing within this consciousness. What is consciousness? Is what sees your body, what sees your emotions, what sees your thoughts, what sees the light, what sees the dark, what sees everything. That is consciousness. So we are the awareness of everything that appears within ourselves. We are not actually human beings. We just play this role, but that's for another day. But that's also important to know, and noticing awareness as much as you can really help with this, like not caring so much what people think. A great way to do that, my friend Bentinho Massaro says that 2 to 5 seconds of silence, of not having any thought for like 12 to 24 times a day, or repeating this as much as you can, not having any thoughts for 2 to 5 seconds throughout the day, you will become more desensitized and more unattached to your physical existence, in a good way, not in a bad way, in a good way. Like, you won't see yourself so much as a person, you won't see yourself so much as a human being suffering, but you will see yourself as the awareness, being aware of that. So yeah, silence can really help. For me, silence helps with also physical illnesses and all of that, or physical pain. Whenever I feel pain, I get migraines sometimes, and I just get silent and they disappear, and the second I start thinking again, they appear again. So yeah, that's about it. And yeah, I want to say something else. So it's really important that you follow your joy, that you get into your creativity, that you do things that are in alignment, and things that you're passionate about. And the more you do those things, the more you'll attract things that are better for you. And you will attract people that will actually confirm the fact that you're in a better vibration. So if right now the people in your life show you negativity, toxicity, all of that, it's a reflection of the vibration you have become being raised in a family perhaps, or in an environment that has taught you things that are not true about life and about yourself. What is true about life and about yourself? Whatever feels good, your higher self will always agree with what feels good, and will always disagree with what feels bad. But in this world, in this society, and on this earth, we have learned that many things that feel bad are true, but actually God doesn't feel that way. If you believe in God, I don't necessarily believe in a God in the sky, but I believe in a creator, which is also one with myself. um and God, or our infinite being, our infinite self, our the source of our own beingness, is actually always in joy, always in creativity, always in bliss, in passion, always sees life as amazing, no matter how dark or how dreary it may look. Um, because it has created all this, and it's a dream, and it enjoys the dream. So whatever feels good is what is true for you, and what feels bad is not. So try to discern between those things, and Maybe even make a list of beliefs that feel bad and then change them up to beliefs that feel good, because now you know that they're not the truth and you've been brainwashed into thinking something else. Good luck.